Salam. I'm back once again to continue the lesson, that is poverty and hunger. I think 2 days before I started to explain the lesson, poverty and hunger. In that introduction I gave you what do you mean by poverty. Poverty means it is not being having enough material possessions or income for a person's need. Those who cannot satisfy the personal need, the basic needs, who will not have to have 2 days, 2-time meals, 2 square days meals also they are not having. The poor people are not able to have earn sufficient income to get 2 square meals a day. And also I told you what is poverty line. Poverty line also I explained to you. That is, poverty line is the level of income to meet the minimum living condition. Poverty line is the amount of money needed for a person to meet his basic needs. And I explained to you extent of poverty in India. Then I explained to you the causes of poverty in India. What are the causes of poverty? Rapid increase in population, then low level and growth of national income, then rise in price level, unemployment, capital deficiency. All the things I told you the other day. Hunger and food security. Okay, next it is about the food security. What do you mean by food security? Food security is the every person should be assured of minimum amount of food at an affordable price. He should get food at a reasonable rate. He should be in a position to buy the food and eat. Okay, so and it should be supplied nearer to where he is. Wherever he is at that place, the food should be supplied. Okay. Measures to food security. Providing food security is an affirmative step to improve the quality of life of people. Okay. What is food security? Food security refers to the system which ensures the provision of food at all times to everyone in the country. Food security, it includes what is that? Providing sufficient food to the people in the country. Okay. Next it is increasing the purchasing power of the poor people. The poor people should be in a capacity to purchase the food product. That means the price should be lower. When the price is lower, then only the poor people are affordable to buy the product. Next, removing other hindrances for the poor while accessing and observing food. What are the obstacles they are having? Those obstacles should be removed. So these are all called as food security. Okay, the food security consists of 2 aspects. One is buffer stock, and next one it is the PDS, public distribution system. First it is buffer stock. What is buffer stock? The government purchases, what does buffer stock mean? The government purchases the food grains from the farmers at minimum support price. At the minimum price, the government will purchase the product from the farmers directly. Food Corporation of India was established in 1965. Food Corporation of India was established in 1965 to purchase food grains such as rice, wheat, etc. To purchase that goods and construct godowns. Godowns mean where huge products can be stored and kept for years to come. Okay, about scientifically storing them. Scientifically storing them means the grains which all they purchased and kept in the godown should not be spoiled. So that scientifically they store the food and keep. These stored grains are distributed among the people for consumption. Okay, these stored, what are the stored grains are kept. That is, the FCI will purchase that. The government will purchase it from the farmers directly and they store it and keep. Okay, that one should be given to the people their consumption. The act of purchasing food grains and making them available for public distribution is called buffer stock operation. Okay, that is the act of purchasing. Who is purchasing? The government. The government is purchasing the product from the farmers and storing them and giving to the people. Okay, so that is only called as the buffer stock operation. Buffer stock operation helps in overcoming the shortage of food. Okay, it is an advantage storing the food and keeping and supplying it to the people when they are in need. Okay, that is second one. It is the PDS. What is PDS? Public distribution system. Public distribution system. Okay, the food grains procured by the FCI. Whatever the food it is being stored by the FCI, that has to be distributed to the poor people at lesser market price. Lesser. Whatever they purchase to the same purchase rate, they should not sell it to the poor people. The poor people will not be in the position to buy that. As you all know, as a lesson itself tells, poverty and hunger. Okay, when they are not able to fulfill their basic needs, how will they buy the food products and eat? So that the government should take precautionary measures. Okay, that is only they purchase it from the FCI, the stored grains, and they have to distribute it to the poor people. Okay, at a lesser prices through the fair shop. Okay, fair price shop. This is called as the public distribution system. Food grains, like what are the things you get in the fair price shop? That is, you will get the sugar, kerosene, food grains, cooking oil, and other essential items are distributed through this. Okay, the government has taken steps. What are the steps? Means to open fair price shop in all villages, towns, and cities. Everywhere you see now also in your area also you will be seeing a fair shop. That is a ration shop. You will tell it as ration shop, isn't it? There you the products are coming from governmental price at a less price. Even the poor people, it is called the poor people convenient. They have opened the ration shops. The poor people can buy those things. That is food grains, kerosene, oil. Okay, sugar, all these things they can buy from the ration shop. There are around 5 lakhs of fair shop deposit India today, and around 60 crore families are depending on the fair shop. Okay, in order to purchase food grains through the fair shop, what everyone should have? You should have a ration card. Not everybody cannot go and buy from the ration shop. Provided you have a ration card, then you can buy the product from the ration shop. Okay, different types of cards are there. APL, BPL. Okay, what is BPL? Below poverty line. Very below. They are under. They are not able to fulfill their basic needs also. Such people comes under BPL, below poverty line. These people get the commodity, the product from the ration shop at a cheaper rate. Okay, they get the product at a cheaper rate. The poor families are provided with the BPL ration card, which entitles them to a higher quantity of grains at a very low price. The quantity will be good, but the price will be less. Okay, those people are provided with the BPL card, below poverty line. Okay, so Anna Yojana scheme is being implemented, under which the poor families are distributed food grains at a very low price. Understood, children? So to overcome poverty, people should not die of hunger. To satisfy the hunger, the government has taken so many measures to overcome that. That is one way, that is the ration card and the buffer stock. At the time of famine, when the weather condition is bad, at that time they cannot go and cultivate. So that to overcome that, when they pregnant women. If you go and see in the villages, you will see village people, the city people, they don't take these opportunities. But in villages, if you see, they are very much aware of all the benefits given by the government. They take up the benefits. Like the women, the pregnant women, they get nutritious food like milk packet and whatever it is. For the child, they give the milk packet with all the grains and other things. Have you seen that? Yes, malnutrition children are nourished. Women are given higher quantity under the scheme. They are given higher quantity of, what is that? Malnourished. Malnourishment, food nourished with good energy. They get the energy. Such type of food materials are given to the children and the pregnant women. The midday meal scheme has been introduced in all schools. The poor children, they are getting food, midday meal, afternoon meal. They, in spite of the education, they give them with free education and also midday meals. Okay, full, to least one full meal to school children. One full meal. They get a midday meal, full meal, which will satisfy their hunger, which is sufficient for them. That type of food is given to the children. Okay. Next it is poverty alleviation. How to control poverty? Okay. The government has taken many measures to reduce poverty through varied means, by different means. Okay. That is, see, they have implemented so many programs. That is, see, IRDP, Integrated Rural Development Program. Then SGSY, Swaraj Jayanti Grama Swarajya Yojana. Then again Swarna Jayanti Sahari Rozgar Yojana. Then NRLM, National Rural Livelihood Mission. National Rural Livelihood Measures. IDP, it is Integrated Rural Development Program. And SGSY, it is Swarna Jayanti. Swarna Jayanti Grama Swarozgar Yojana. Rozgar means employment. Okay, Rozgar is nothing but employment, giving employment. Integrated for the rural people, village people. Then Grama, for the everything they are given the benefit for the poor people, the needy people. The government is undergone so many implementation to overcome poverty and hunger, because they wanted to stop the poverty from our country. Understood? So many measures have been taken. In 2006, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme was launched. This has been the most ambitious daily wages program. Okay, the scheme aims in providing wage employment for a minimum of 100 days in a year to at least one adult member of the poor household. These persons have to first register with the Gram Panchayat. First they have to register the name and all the details, and then obtain a job card. They will get a job card. If the registered job aspirants are not given jobs within 15 days, if they are not given the jobs for before 15 days of demand for work, they are given the daily unemployment allowances at a rate fixed by the government. Within that 15 days, if they are not given the job, that means for that 15 days, they will get the allowances. Okay, this scheme has helped in improving employment. Which scheme is that? That is this one, MNREG, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Under this scheme only, they are given the employment, they are given the job. Okay, so next it is provision of minimum basic amenities. Many measures are taken to provide the minimum basic requirements of the rurals, like food, shelter, education, drinking water, hygienic, etc. and improve the quality of their lives. The minimum need program, that is the minimum needs program, MNP, the minimum needs program, okay, was launched in 1974-75. It was launched in 1974-75. Okay, 1975. Food grains are being distributed to poor people through the fair shop, that is the ration shop. Health insurance is being provided to poor people, that is under Yashaswini scheme. Then houses are constructed for the poor under Indira Awas Yojana and Valmiki Ambedkar Awas Yojana. These are all the schemes provided for the poor people. The government is providing all these facilities for the poor people. For the house construction, that is Indira Awas Yojana and Valmiki Ambedkar Awas Yojana. Pure drinking water is provided to all households. We go and see in the villages, they come house to house and provide them with the drinking water facilities and toilets facilities. Toilet facilities are constructed under Nirmal Grama program. Okay, so in 2000, Pradhana Mantri Gramodaya Yojana, PMGY, Pradhana Mantri Gramodaya Yojana was implemented, under which the rural people are provided primary education, primary health care and shelter, drinking water, rural lighting and other services. These are all the things to alleviate poverty and hunger in our country. The government has taken various steps and various schemes to avoid poverty and hunger from the people. They have to remove the BPL, that is the below poverty line people. They are supporting, the government is supporting. Next it is social security measures. The protection that the government provides to the helpless, the aged and the handicapped among the very poor people is called social security. Now, so many schemes are there for the helping the poor people and the handicapped people, those who cannot work, those who cannot go for work. Okay, such people are provided help. Such people are given help by the government. Government is aiding with the help for such people. That is only called as social security. Understood, children? Deserted old people. So many people would have been sent away from the houses. They will not have shelter. Okay, so such people are getting every month pension, that is called Sandhya Suraksha Yojana. The old people. The old people, those who are not able to get their food, those who are rejected from the house. Okay, such people are getting this benefit, that is Sandhya Suraksha Yojana. Okay, handicapped people are also getting the and incapable of doing any work get disability pension every month. Every month they are getting with the disability pension. Poor widows get widow pension every month. These are all the benefits the poor people are getting, the old people are getting, the widow people are getting. Okay, the government is providing with huge benefits to the poor people to elevate the poverty from our country. Okay, in this manner, the government is trying to bring the poor people above the poverty line. Above the poverty line through various programs. Understood, children? As a result, the extent of poverty is gradually coming down. Coming down means it was in a higher position, because when the Britishers left India itself, they left poverty and went. Okay, before that when the British people went in 1947, when British left India, they left 70% of Indians in deep poverty. Okay, when the Britishers left India, they left 70% of the people under poverty only and went. After that, the Indian constitution has to be formed, equality is to be given, everything has to be reformed, changes as made. The government undertook so many steps and so many solutions to solve the problems. Moreover, our country was faced with so many problems. Above all the problems, overpopulation was the major one. Understood? With the instant of overpopulation, the government has to provide them with food, water, shelter, employment, that all. So, to overcome all this poverty elevation, the government has taken various steps and schemes, okay, under which this problem is a solution. The poverty can be eradicated. So, as a result, now the poverty is being reducing. Okay, the poverty is being reducing. Okay, so the people are getting the income, the standard of living is also little bit higher and higher day by day. Isn't it, children? I hope you have understood the lesson, that is poverty and hunger. Understood, children? Don't waste your time. I will send you the notes tomorrow and copy the notes and study. Okay, thank you, children.